Welcome back, dear students. So in this video we are going to learn about the last chapter or last part in module 5, that is web mining and social network analysis. Okay. So this is the last video in BDA lectures, YouTube lectures. So in this video we are going to learn about web mining, how it look, or what is web mining, what is the process, like text mining, what is the process that is carried out here, and what about social network analysis. Okay, so what is web mining? To begin with, web mining is the art and science of discovering patterns and insights, okay, from world wide web as to improve it. So what we are doing here in previous video, that is text mining, so we are finding insights from textual databases. So here what we are doing, here we are discovering patterns from world wide web, that is internet. Okay, so the world wide web, as you all know, it is heart of digital revolution. So more data is posted on web every day than was there on the whole web just 20 years ago, right? So billions of users are using it every day for a variety of purposes. We use web for e-commerce activities, business communication, and many other applications, okay, and also for social networking. Then web mining analyzes data from web and helps find insights that could optimize the web content and improve the user experience. Okay, so there are some characteristics of web mining, or characteristics of optimized websites, what you call. Okay, so there are three characteristics. The first one is appearance in the sense aesthetic design, well formatted content, it should have well formatted content. Then aesthetic design, it should be in a proper way, that is beautiful web page. Then easy to scan and navigate, and good color contrast should be there in a optimized website. Okay, then coming to content should be well planned. It should have a well planned architecture with some useful content, fresh content although, and search engine optimized. That is, whenever you are Google or a user gives some search in Google, your website should stand first. So that is search engine optimized, and links to other good sites. Okay, then functionality, accessible to all authorized users, fast loading times, usable forms, and mobile enabled. So these comes under characteristic of functionality. Okay, so these are some of the characteristics of a good website. So this type of content and its structure are of interest to ensure that web is easy to use. So depending upon these three objectives, what we have done is we have created three different types of web mining. Right, we have structured web mining into three types based on these objectives. So what are those? Web usage mining, web content mining, and web structure mining. So this is the example for that. In web content mining, what we are doing is we are using HTML pages. Okay, so in web structure mining, you are using URL links. So in web usage mining, you will check or you will mine data or patterns using users visits, users clicks, users log time, and all. So this together, all these three together will form web mining. Okay, so what are the three parts in web mining? Web content mining, that is mining the content of HTML pages and mining the structures of URLs, then mining the user visits, clicks, and logs. So these together form web mining. So we will discuss one after the other, each of them. Then what is web content mining? A website is designed in the form of pages with a distinct URL. Okay, so URL is universal resource locator. So every website is designed in the form of pages having a uniform resource locator. A large website may contain thousands of pages. So these pages and their content are managed using CMS, that is content management systems. So every page can have text, graphics, audio, video, forms, application, and more kinds of content, including user generated content. So the websites make a record of all requests received for its page, that is URL. So that's how content management takes place. And the log of these requests, URL, I talked about URL in the last slide. So log of these requests could be analyzed to gauge the popularity of those pages. So which page come first, which page come next in your search engine is based on this. Okay, so the textual and application content could be analyzed for its usage by visits to the website. Then the pages on a website themselves could be analyzed for quality of content. Okay, then the unwanted pages could be transformed with different content and style, or they may be deleted altogether. Then similarly, more resources could be assigned to keep the more popular pages more fresh and inviting. Means web content mining, what it does is, here we mine the content present in the URLs. Okay, so what are the content of HTML pages? You are mining them using some crawlers and all, right? That is web content mining. So in web structure mining, what you are doing is you are using hyperlinks, that is hypertext transfer protocol. So you are using hyperlinks to mine the structure of the websites. So the intertwined or self-referral nature of the web lends itself to some unique analytical algorithms. So there are two basic strategy models for successful websites, that is hubs and authorities. So what are hubs? Hubs are the pages with a large number of interesting links. Okay, or a gathering, it is also called as gathering point, right? So yahoo.com or other government sites are hubs. Then second point is authorities. What are authorities? Authorities are ultimately the people would gravitate towards pages that provide the most complete and authoritative information on a particular subject. So that is called as authorities. So we have hubs and authorities for web structure mining, right? Coming to web usage mining, as a user clicks anywhere on a web page or application, his action is recorded, okay, by many entities. So these entities are later used for making analysis or deriving pattern for his web usage mining. Okay, so the goal of web usage is to extract useful information from data generated through web pages, visits and transactions also. So the activity data comes from data stored in server access logs and referrer logs, agent logs and client side cookies. Okay, so the user characteristics and usage profiles are also gathered directly or indirectly through syndicated data here. So what we are doing in web usage mining, the browser at the client machine will record the click, and the web server providing the content would also log onto the pages served activity. Okay, so the entities between client and server such as router, proxy server and ad server 2 would record that click. Okay, so see, all those things will record each and every single click. So this is web usage mining, right? So the web content could be analyzed at multiple level. It can be analyzed at server side, it can be analyzed at client side. Okay, so these are different levels at which web content is analyzed, right? So we will see a diagram here. Web usage mining architecture, we have websites, visitors, website users, customers. All those record is kept with web logs or click streams, and these are used to gather and prepare data for analysis, like identifying users, identifying visits, identifying page views and summarizing activity data. So from these data we can mine several information, that is what are usage patterns, what are user profiles, what are web pages or web profiles, or how we can do web optimization. So that is one of the use of web usage mining. Okay, so we have some web mining algorithms, that is hyperlink induced topic search, HITS is a link analysis algorithm that rates web pages as being hubs or authorities. So many other hits based algorithms have also been published. So the most powerful of these algorithms is PageRank algorithm, right? So this is invented by Google, the founder of Google, that is co-founder of Google, that is Larry Page. So this algorithm is used by Google to organize the results of its search function. Okay, so this algorithm helps to determine the relative importance of any particular web page by counting the number and quality of links to a page. So the websites with more number of links and or more links from higher quality websites will be ranked higher in that way. So it works similar to determining the status of a person in a society of people. like that. So those with relations to more people or relations to people of higher status will be accorded to a higher status, like that. That is one of the example. So PageRank algorithm uh, helps determine the order of pages listed upon in a Google search query, what you do every day. So the original algorithm has been updated in many ways, and the latest algorithm is kept a secret so that other websites cannot take advantage of the algorithm and manipulate their websites according to the need. And whenever you search, their websites will come as top searches. So the PageRank algorithm is kept secret, or how it works. Right. So this is all about web mining. So what we have learned in web mining, I'll tell you two things. What is web mining? We have defined first, and we have listed the characteristics of optimized websites, appearance, content, and functionality. And we have talked about web mining process. So web mining process can be divided into three types: web content mining, web structure mining, and web usage mining. So we have discussed them in detail with some points, and we have discussed about web mining algorithms. So there can be two important questions in this chapter. The first one is explain web mining process. Okay, in that case you have to discuss about 3 points: web content usage, then web structure mining, and web usage mining. Okay, then the next point is write a short note on web mining algorithms. So here you have to write about hits and PageRank algorithm. So hits is what is used by Google, and PageRank is again a Google algorithm which is kept secret. Okay, so this is all about this chapter. So the next chapter is social network analysis. It is a very small chapter, like 2 or 3 pages in your textbook. I'll leave that chapter for you to self-learn, as it is your regular topics. It discuss about social networking. So please go through it. If you have any doubts in that chapter, please let me know in comment section. Okay. So that's all from BDA subject. We have completed all 5 modules. Module 1 and 2 were discussed in class. 3, 4, 5 modules are discussed in YouTube videos. So have a happy learning here. If you have any doubts, please ping us in WhatsApp, or you can call us. Okay. So thank you for cooperating with us. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.